What are some other ways when someone, as we've obviously seen, who is newer to the business is doing this? What are some other ways that a pledge is a great strategy to use in the note business?
We talk about buying the whole loan and selling a partial, right? We've talked about that on numerous occasions. That's something, believe it or not, my father-in-law and his partner kind of invented that whole idea in the business 40 years ago, right? So we've done that a lot. It works really well with retirement accounts. But really, I told my audience the other night, I just got a paid in full note that I signed about 5 years ago for almost $12 million. So I borrowed $12 million against notes. And over time, I worked it. And we just paid that loan off less than a month ago. Well, I mean, listen, me, like everybody else, that's where I'm at today. But I started out just like Jamila, where I had one asset or one deal or one. The cool thing about this is that investor, quite honestly, that investor has more money, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just an icebreaker to further deals, and it's an icebreaker to do it. So, people kind of forget you can do that. The mortgage banking industry operates. We're borrowing money against notes. In fact, the largest bank in the United States that loans money to mortgage lenders is actually based here in Dallas-Fort Worth, Brian, where you and I live. Texas Capital Bank.
Yeah.
They have one client they lend $2 billion to a month. It's pretty big, huh?
Yep.
So it is common in the business. It's, and of course, Jamila got that. When we explained it to her and kind of went through it a time or two, she's like, okay, well, it's just an asset. I'm just borrowing money against an asset, and your lender is secured, right?
It's secured. Yep.
So
it's almost double secure. It's almost double security for my investor, honestly, because they have the pledge on the promissory note. On top of the promissory note, it's pledged with the actual note. So it almost layers and makes it a very, very secure investment for my investor. Yeah.
Yeah. And since you are the investor kind of on the back side, you're waiting for the future, you have an interest in making sure this goes well. And so there is this further level of risk mitigation with your passive investor who's, I'm nervous. What if something goes wrong? You're saying, well, look, I don't get my money until the end. So I'm going to make sure that this goes in the right direction.
And, Jamila did something that was very smart as well. Smart lady is that she took a couple of payments out of that upfront money and she put them to the side that she could continue to make payments if something were to happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. A little cushion.
Yep. A little bit of cushion.
So when you made a little, you just over borrowed. You didn't really make profit.
Right.
Those are loan proceeds. Those aren't taxable proceeds.
That's right.
Right. But you over borrowed a little bit and you took a little bit of that money, call it $600, and you just put it in an account and you just said, in case the customer who owes money on the real estate note doesn't make his payment, I can make a payment to my lender, and all of a sudden he's not nervous and we're just life's a little smoother, right? Is that your thought?